Hey everyone, welcome on into another viewer build request of the week video. I am so excited to be bringing you today's build, which is Isabelle from Animal Crossing. I've actually been playing the game myself on stream. It's been a ton of fun. Really been enjoying sharing that with you guys. Let's just dive on in and check this super duper adorable build out. Before we get started with showing you how to bring this beautiful build to life, I do want to remind you guys that I do live stream on Twitch 4 times a week. That's actually where we come up with these initial ideas for these builds. I do your build requests, you guys make suggestions, I put them in a poll, we vote on them. And then ultimately that leads to a bunch of builds, and then I take some of my favorites, throw those in a poll later in the week, and then you guys vote to decide which builds are going to be the ones that we bring to life. And this time around, it was Isabelle from Animal Crossing. And our final build of Isabelle is right here. She's looking super adorable. Very cute, tiny little body and big head, as you would expect from an Animal Crossing character. And that's in comparison to, where can I point? Somewhere like over here, this guy, which is the original build that we had put together for the viewer build request week. So lots of improvements there. It's now time to dive in, take this thing apart, and show you how to bring it back together so you can build it yourself. Let's do it up. Alrighty friends, time to dive in and get this thing built. We're going to start with the lower body and then work our way up to the head, so kind of from the bottom build all the way up. We're going to start off with 2 round 1x1 tan bricks, and we're going to create her little skirt just with some dark blue plates here. I didn't have any 2x2 around. I don't think they're very common in dark blue, and it's actually, there was a reason I did this, never mind. It allows me to put the legs right in the middle instead of having to be at the front or the back. So it kind of centers her legs to the body, which is nice. Her little tail, we use one of the cool little ice cream cone pieces, and then with just a 1x1 stud, connecting that into the black clip there. And I'm sure you could mess around with the positioning of that if you'd like to, but I like the way that it looks there. Just sticks out just enough. And then we're gonna start to move into her body. Her little dress or whatever you might wanna call it, her little blouse is like, regular green and dark green, so I'm just trying to mirror the pattern as best as I can. It's a very small scale, obviously, so not super duper easy to recreate, but we're doing our best for sure. Next up is her arms and her little shoulders. So she's wearing like a white t-shirt underneath this little blouse, so I'm using some cheese slopes to create the appearance of her shoulders, and then just some 1x1 plates in tan, whether round and squared, to make her little arms and hands. And then that goes right over top, and you can see that's kind of building out her little body there. Next up, we're getting a little bit fancy here and using some headlight bricks as well as a jumper. And then that's going to go on top of the white plate here with the holes of the back of the headlight bricks going there. And that's going to kind of build out her like torso. And then we're just giving a little red round 1x1 tile to kind of create, she wears like a little bow. There's no better way as far as I'm concerned to do that, so I like the way that that one looks. You can obviously play around with different things, whatever you might have on hand. Then we're putting a jumper on there, a 1x1 plate followed by a 1x1 clip. And this actually allows us to, this is actually how our head's going to connect to it, and it gives us the ability to have our head tilt a little bit from left to right. All right, cool, so that's her body there. Let's go ahead and, or actually I'm going to throw that on this side here, just so it's a little more out of the way. And can I get a nicer angle on that? There we go, perfect. All right, and then we're going to start doing up her head. So let's see, what part did I have here? I think this is going to be her like eyes and eyebrow. She has like the little like doggy floofs. I think she's supposed to be some kind of dog if I remember correctly. We're gonna do the little mixel eyes here. I find in general these help give your characters a little bit more life. Feel free to play around with whatever eye tiles you may have access to. Luckily Lego does include them in a lot of different things these days. And just trying to make sure that they're on nice and evenly. Perfect. And then we're gonna do some cheese slopes here to help create a little bit of that shaping. We're gonna do round plates underneath in the middle, and then using these new awesome, and again one of my favorite pieces, or newer, something you're gonna see a lot of in the new dot sets are the corner tiles, the rounded corner tiles, and they create the cool like little appearance of like a little, I don't know, bangs kind of, really, if you think about it, in front of her head. So next up is some of the structuring here. I know these two are supposed to stack like this. And then let's see if I can remember how the rest of this comes together. I know these guys are supposed to go like this. And then I think, let me see, I think it's supposed to be something like this, I want to say, with this guy here, and then a cheese slope facing downward. Yep. And then these guys are going to go 1, 2, using lots of snot bricks, of course, to give us lots of places to connect pieces. 3, 4, and then that allows us to connect the cheese slope right here, helping to round out the top of her head, which looks really, really good. Then we're going to fill in some of the structuring on the back. And again, this is actually what's going to connect over to that clip there to allow us to have her head to rotate. So let's see, we're going to use some jumpers here to allow us to offset a little bit. This helps give us the spacing we need for the head rotation to happen, but only just a little bit, and it keeps her head kind of down low close to her body, so there isn't like a big gap there. So it looks a little bit cleaner. We're going to put on that piece there, and then we're just going to kind of lock this all in with a round plate, and then I'm actually using one of these boat studs on the back there to connect that all in. And we've left some space in and around here, and that's actually on purpose to allow for space for her neck to move. So really, really necessary technique there. And then let's move on to the next section here. We're actually going to grab these guys first. This is actually how her cheeks kind of get rounded. So we're using some brackets here with some cheese slopes. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're putting the 4 jumpers on the 2 halves of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. And then we're going to use one of these newer style jumper plates, so 1x3s. Again, one of my favorite pieces. Absolutely love these. We'll do a regular tan plate on top. And then why don't we do the mouth first? So we're going to do another little clip here with a tile. And then I always find these little tooth pieces always work pretty well as a little smile or a little smirk. So you can see she's got a little smirk there. And then we're going to do up her little cheeks and her nose. Boop. Boop. And again, using these rounded corner tiles to create a really, really nice, smooth, rounded little snout there. So, and that's going to just get connected right there. And boom, we're starting to get her face together. Awesome. Let me put the body there. And then we just have her ears and her ponytail. So boom, nice and easy. So we're just doing some little, curve slopes here with some in bright light orange. I found that was the best color that kind of matched the way that she looks. And that just goes, one side goes there. Other side's going to go here. All right. Looking good. And then you can see, or actually I'll connect the head last, so we'll do her ponytail first. So we're going to do the red plate in the headlight brick there. It creates a nice little offset, so you just see a little bit of the red, but her ponytail is not sticking up too far off the top of her head. And then we're going to get some other plates here to build out her ponytail. There's a little bit of like tan underneath the bright light orange in the actual character, so I tried to mirror that with a mix of the different plates. And then we just use some cheese slopes on the top to kind of round it out. And then boom, that goes right on top. And it goes like on an angle, so nicely angled there. And then we're just going to connect that right in there and then push the clip all the way forward so her head can kind of sit nicely there. And boom, you have your little tiny Isabelle build, and she can tilt her head left and right. She's got her little tail, her little skirt. I think it's a pretty cute little build, so really, really fun putting that together. And just an awesome representation of an amazing character from a fantastic game. So guys, just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out. Look forward to another viewer build request coming soon. And just thank you so much for watching. Have a good one and happy building out there.